Oh, hi. My name's PK, and I'm a personal instructor to the stars. I count Princess Michael of Kent and the Duchess of York as two of my most successful and intimate clients. You just caught me having a little snack in the daytime. And as January wears on, I'm aware many of you have probably forgotten about those New Year's resolutions to stay slim, sexy and healthy. Well, don't fear. As February is about to begin, I'm going to give you a few helpful hints on how to stay as good looking, as perfect and as healthy as me. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm only 26 years old.
Nuts, seeds, oolong tea.
Oh hi! You've just caught me at the spa without a stitch of makeup on, just enjoying a delicious aloe vera and cinnamon cocktail. I know it looks glamorous, but it's also super healthy as well. But you know, I know all of you can't afford to spend as much time at the spa as I do. So I've got a few cheating tips to help you at home. Notice here, I'm using a Communal Garden Romanesco lettuce leaf. And you don't have to buy expensive cocktail stirrers, because this works perfectly well. And it tastes just divine. And remember, like the Special K diet, if you skip 2 meals a day and replace them with lettuce leaves, you are going to watch those pounds shed off, and you can return to the slender figure like mine. Of course, I never ballooned because I kept to this healthy diet for most of my life. Another top tip, if you're going to a public spa, which I don't frequent, is to wear a stunning colour of lip gloss. I'm wearing this Puce MAC lip gloss, and so when I put down my cocktail for a dip into the jacuzzi, as you can see, I've already been swimming and haven't had my hair did yet. I'm sorry that the towel had to slip. But as I was saying, if you put your glass down somewhere, let's say to have a chat with the girlfriends or to go on the spinning machine, you don't have to fear about picking it up and maybe catching some awfully transmitted disease, because I know that no one else there is going to be wearing this limited edition MAC lip gloss. Of course, as I said, I don't really go to public pools, but I do think some of my staff have been dipping into my jacuzzi, so I like to make sure that when I pick up a drink, it's my own. More top tips on how to shed that weight in the January month and stay healthy and sexual coming right this way, lovelies. Now, shh, I'm going to let you into a secret. I wasn't always this slim. Just after Christmas, I ballooned to over 7 stone. But when everyone else was reaching for the turkey leftover sandwiches, not me. Not only am I vegan, but I'm on a raw food diet. But I said to myself, I'm not jealous of anyone else, because I've got pumpkin seeds. They're delicious, nutritious, and I package them in recycled jam jars. It makes them healthier, you know. Little kernels of joy, practically orgasmic.
So thin.
Oh, hi again. It's PK. Now, not only am I a very celebrated personal trainer to the stars, Princess Michael of Kent has a lot to thank me for, but I was also a protégé of Jane Fonda in the 1940s. Yes, it's hard to believe I'm only 26. And basically, she took me under her wing, and I taught her everything she knows. I was the one who turned her to speed and macrobiotic bricks, but you know, you guys out there can't afford these sort of luxury weight loss aids that keep me as slim as I am. So I'm going to help you with a few slightly patronising but very useful exercise tips. I'm just going to put down my Bible. I say Bible, I wrote this shit. Now follow me through to the lounge.
oolong tea.
As you can see, I also worked at P-Naples Dance Studios. I was one of the very first instructors and one of the founding members. Now, you might think that I'm looking a bit fidgety. I do urinate about 17 times an hour thanks to the huge amounts of oolong tea I consume. But there is another reason. If you work in an office, fidgeting is a great way of losing weight. Instead of merely tapping away on your computer, if you fidget while you're doing it, you're burning all those calories, and you might even be able to have a cheeky Brazil nut in your lunch break. Anyway, I'm just going to slip off this P-Naples Dance Studios 1980s original croque taupe. Because of my wonderfully natural bouffon do, thank you, I'm going to have to shimmy out of this downwards because I just can't abide ruining my hair. And also, my makeup today is quite flawless. Not that I'm wearing any, it's just the natural glow that all those seeds and nuts help achieve. So I'll just kick that off to one side. So, there are a few very, very simple things we can get started on. A gentle hair flick from side to side is a great warm-up because one really bad thing is not to warm up your neck. And you don't want getting whiplash and ending up in a neck brace, however flattering it can be. The next one we're going to do is slightly inspired by the Playboy Club where I used to work in 1957, most successful bunny of the year. I even managed to fund my sports hygiene degree from my tips. So anyway, my tips. This one is called the swing and dip. Now if you work in an office, ladies, make sure you wear a short serve because your boss is guaranteed to give you a rise. So what we do is we turn, legs, do you see my feet? They're parallel. You probably don't see them because I don't have a very wide angle lens. We bend one foot slightly in front of the other and then we pop down and back up again. Notice the curvature of the spine. It's very important. So pop and back up again. And then hair flick, hair flick. Perfect. I did study ballet as well. Position 2 and 6. There we go.
Aloe vera and semen.
Okay girls, now we're going to do some of my favourite positions, which is floor work. So we're going to start with the downward doggy style, where we just curve the back, bum in the air. It's great for the bits, hips, tums and thighs and pums. And then we just bend forwards, nose to the ground. Now, sometimes when I teach this class, I notice some of the girls trying to lick dust off the floor. It's not healthy, girls. Have a tissue instead. There we go. Now, we're going to roll over onto the buttocks, bring the legs towards you and sit firmly back on the buttock bone. Are we there? And then we're just going to grab the ankles, legs in the air and down again. Legs in the air and down again. Now don't do too many of these, we don't want any groin spraining on a Monday morning. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, there's a sequin down there. It must come off my evening wear. So anyway, I'm returning to the seated lounge position, which is great for when seated upon the floor, which you might be asked to do if you're like me and were a personal trainer to Maud Adams when she was playing Octopussy and I had to visit Udaipur in India. And there I got very used to sitting on my buttock bones directly onto the floor. So, more top tips coming right your...
Ooh, being thin feels great.
Oh, hello again there, girls. I'm just snacking on a mango and remembering to hydrate every 20 seconds. Delicious. Now you might think that I'm filming this from some low-rent apartment in the southwest of London, but I rented this location so that you at home watchers would feel more at home, because I realised that my beautiful minimalist pad that my husband, God rest his soul, built for me might make you feel a bit intimidated and think that maybe you couldn't achieve this kind of body at home. But I think, in these slightly scummier surroundings, you'll feel right at home and realise that, well, anyone can achieve this body. Mangoes are so good for you. I have them flown over directly from Morocco. This is an Alphonse. Sometimes I just kiss them to get the aroma. Oh, hi. I'm just showing you at my most vulnerable so you can understand that I really want to help you girls. Now, I spend over 30 hours a week on the toilet, but it's not time lost. Sometimes I admire... Sorry about this. Sometimes I admire myself, and as you can see, adjust the seasoning. Sometimes a little extra lip gloss can go an awful long way. Especially if you're leaving it all over the sheets and what have you of your gentleman callers. I also use my toilet time for valuable catching up on eating. Again, here's a couple of wonderful seeds. Two's just enough. And in 10 minutes they should pass directly through me and go directly into the toilet bowl. And I have the satisfaction of seeing the food on both ends of the bodily cycle. I'm really in touch with my body's inner workings. Sometimes I catch up on my reading too. What a shit for brains this fondue is. I invented the pelvic curl. Well, what can I say? I'm here enjoying some nuts and seeds in my toilette. And where's she now? Exactly. So girls, remember, walking in heels can really improve your posture. If you want to see what I look like walking the other direction, to get a bit of jealousy to put on your mood board to fund your dieting, Thinspiration I call it, just watch me leave. I think that's my masseuse at the door. Bye!
Well, Princess Michael of Kent was motoring down to the countryside the other day with her 3 Siamese in the back. And obviously I came along too because, well, she can't stay off the cream teas at the hunting events. Well, that's if the ground isn't frozen. But anyway, as I said, I'm a personal instructor to the stars.
Thanks for watching. And while I relax with my favourite Jilly Cooper book about me, I think of you girls. Every year the same cycle, starting in January. Will I lose weight, won't I? And sooner or later it's January again. The next thing you know, you're married with 10 kids and it's 40 years later and you'll never look as good as me. But I relax in the knowledge that I tried my best to help you fat bitches out. And remember, being thin is just a state of mind. But my, it tastes great. Bye!